Let's make some pretzels. You're gonna start off with 240 grams of your sourdough starter, whether that's gonna be fed or not fed, it does not matter. Get some warm water. I used kind of like very warm, not too hot, but warm water. You're gonna mix it up, try to get as much kind of dissolved in there like a milky. If there's some extra, that's fine. 30 grams of melted butter that is unsalted. 30 grams of brown sugar. I put light brown sugar. You could use dark brown. I like light brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 450 grams of bread flour. Mix that all up. Get everything incorporated. I got tired of using that tool. So if you're going to do the same thing, scrape your bowl with all the dry ingredients and knead your dough. This is a long time, but try to knead your dough for 10 minutes until it gets very nice and smooth and has some form to it, structure and strength. Kneading is one of the biggest things to do in the beginning of your recipe. It adds a lot of strength to your dough, so don't cheat that step. I find it actually to be pretty therapeutic too. It's just you and the dough and you're forming it, ready to make your recipe. Oil your plastic bowl. Use your fingers to spread everything. I use avocado oil. Put that in there, cover it, and you're gonna let that rest for 4 to 6 hours. So I'm gonna show you right now what it looks like before and what it looks like after bulk fermentation. Let your dough come out. It's just gonna flop right out because of the oil that we put in there. It's not the same as a bread recipe. This is just nice and airy, fluffy. You're gonna measure it and you're gonna divide that number by 8. So I measured it twice just in case. And then you're going to take that number that you got and you're going to make 8 pieces of little doughs to make your pretzel. This part here is the most frustrating because you want all your pretzels to actually look like pretzels. I am not a baker, so whatever shape it comes out, I'm going to try to perfect it. But whatever it comes out to be, it's good for this house. So my kids eat it up like it is just bought at Auntie Anne's. Once your water is boiling, put your baking soda into your water. I used half a cup of baking soda and 8 cups of water. Dip every piece. I use 3 at a time. You could do 2 at a time for 30 seconds. I flip it about 15 seconds in. Make sure you shake as much water as you can out of your pretzel and then put it back on your parchment paper to air dry just a little bit before you start baking it. This is an important step as every pretzel recipe comes with a bath of baking soda. Shake everything out, put it down, let it dry, sprinkle some salt. And what they look like right now, it's not going to look like that after they bake. So do not be discouraged. Here I put some butter and 1 egg to kind of rub it around, especially underneath the bottom, and then you're going to bake immediately after you put this stuff right on. Keep your eye on it when you bake. Should take about 12 minutes, but you never know. And there you have it. You have your pretzels. If yours came out just as good as mine, congratulations. I hope when you make it next time, it's even better. If you had some struggle, I hope you really didn't, but I hope it's a learning curve. So it's nice, chewy, crispy on the outside, just like my kids love it and how I love it. Enjoy it with some garlic. It's going to be great.